Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's me, Mila Rose. And today we are going to I guess we'll do Pisces. Let's do Pisces. What day is it even? It's the 9th. I guess we could do, I kind of want to do money. Should we do money? Should we do shadow work? We do have a new moon coming out. Maybe we can do a new moon reading. I feel like, I don't know, I've been in the weirdest mood about like what kind of readings I want to do. I could do a money one. Let's do a money one. Let's figure out what's going on with Pisces and the money. Yeah, let's do money. Let's do that one. Let's see what's going on with Pisces and their money. I usually like to try to do, though, like to separate between entrepreneurs and like folks who work for other people. But even then, I'm like, oh my goodness, if you do that, I should probably do like folks who are unemployed or folks who are, you know, whatever. So maybe we should just do like money in general. Maybe that's why people focus on love, because it's easier to like figure out how to focus on it. I don't know. Tell me whatever you have to tell me about Pisces and their money. I know. How do Pisces... Here we go. I have an actual question now. Okay. How does Pisces get into alignment with abundance? What does Pisces need to do to get into alignment with abundance? What does Pisces need to do to get into alignment with abundance? I love that. There we go. Okay, now we're clear. Now we know where we're going. We know where we're heading. What does Pisces need to do? Ooh, we got a straight up answer on that one. Okay. We are starting off with the 6 of Pentacles, Pisces. Okay, well, you gotta get in balance. You may be overgiving. You may be overspending. Or you might need to ask for help. And our clarifiers for that are the Sun card, the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, interesting. And the Devil in reverse. Okay. So, Sun card is showing that if we're going to talk about... Okay. If we have an imbalance going on, where either someone is overgiving or someone is needing to give more and someone is needing to ask for assistance. This is pulling you out of abundance, pulling you out of being able to be in abundance. One, because it's not letting you shine. You're not able to like show up as fully as you would like to. You're not able to feel as confident as you should. 2, Knight of Pentacles, there is something that you are very excited about when it comes to money, when it comes to something you're investing in or that you would like to invest in. And yet, because you're either overgiving or undergiving because of how you're coping or because, well, let's see, if this was the Devil upright, I would say it's because of your coping mechanisms. Oh, I believe that this is a cycle or something that you've done consistently, that it's time for you to let that go and stop doing that. It's time for you to go ahead and clear out that coping mechanism of overgiving or not asking for help, because it's keeping you back. It's holding you back. It's keeping you from being able to shine as much as you would like to, and it's keeping you from being able to move forward and invest in what you want to invest in. So you gotta go ahead and let that go. Yeah, you gotta let go. You gotta walk away from something. You need to release that emotional hold that you have on being able to, one, it's keeping you from being able to take advantage of the new things coming in. So there's something in your past related to being able to be seen fully, be loved fully for who you are, and to see a good investment on the hard work that you do. There's a past connection, a past cycle that you've been stuck in, and you have to leave that behind. You are unable to make new connections because you're way too absorbed in the past, and there's a decision that you need to make, more than likely. Seven of Swords. Ooh, wow. Okay. So we have this Eight of Chalices, right? Eight of Chalices is that a situation has come to a close. Something that you were emotionally attached to. It is time for you to walk away from it. It's time for you to move past that, to let that go. There are new things that would like to come in. There is a new cup available to you, but because you were like languishing, chilling out, just hanging out, not moving forward, you're not able, like you're still stuck in this overgiving situation. You're still feeling unfulfilled. You really have a choice that you need to make about like what direction you want to go in this. And in this sense, a Seven of Swords is like lying, cheating, stealing. It's preparing for situations to go wrong, before they actually do. So it can be someone who's an overthinker, who's always looking for like how to solve a disaster, but the disaster hasn't actually happened. And then like, because you're never actually present, you just end up in these crazy situations over and over and over again. Like you have to leave this kind of, I sense it as you need to leave behind this entire framework of ignoring new opportunities and of becoming so attached to things because you're constantly trying to keep bad things from happening, or you are constantly in these connections where people are not truthful with you. But what I'm also guessing is that you're probably not truthful with yourself. A lot of times what I found is that when people get in Seven of Swords connections, what's happening is it's not just the other person who might be lying, cheating, stealing. Like, it's you, because you're probably sensing that something is awry, something is off, something is imbalanced. And instead of addressing it, you gaslight yourself, or you allow the other person to gaslight you. And you believe the stories that they're telling. And part of this comes down to wanting to really believe that you are a good person, wanting to believe that other people are good people, like having hope for yourself and for others. And it's not saying that you have to give that hope up, but it is saying that like you do need to be realistic. Like you need to be realistic about what's going on. You need to be realistic about what it is that's happening, and to set like actual boundaries. Ten of Chalices. The road to abundance for you lies in those healthy connections. It lies in your ability to be able to create a safe space for like your family and your friends. And part of that is making sure that there's a safe space available for you. Like, you are a part of that. You're a part of that family. You're a part of the system. You're a part of what needs a safe space. And so when you make sure that you are safe and taken care of, you're also making sure that your family and your loved ones are safe and taken care of. You're also making sure that that is happening. And that this will bring you new opportunities. This will bring you into the light. This will bring you closer to this Sun card. Yes, it will bring you more structure, but it will also bring you actual support, like support from systems, support from individuals with power, is support from individuals who can help you to make headway in the way that you need to. It could call an emperor in your life, or you could need to be more like emperor energy, more, hey, like this is not going to work. I'm not flowing with this. This is not my vibe, and setting those boundaries. And that is how you get to that new start. That is how you get that rebirth. And I really do think that, like, I talk about the Judgment card a lot, because the Judgment card, yes, surface level is rebirth, restart, resurrection, ending of old cycles, starting of new ones, like the step before you get to the world and you get everything that you want. But the Judgment card can also be like those habits and those circumstances, those cycles that we find ourselves in, related to the circumstances that your mother would have been experiencing when you were in the womb, before you were born, and how that might be something that's impacting your ability to see your own self-worth. That's the narrative that's going on up here. And this Six of Pentacles is about like your own self-worth, your own ability to be able to recognize that like you have skills and talent, you deserve to be able to be confident in what it is that you do and who you are and what you provide in the world. And then to like use that momentum to go after what it is that you want, and not have to depend upon unhealthy vices or coping mechanisms like isolation or partaking in substances or something of that nature in order to find that balance and to feel that worth and to ask for help or to be able to help others. and not be over giving. And so you really have to like take a look at this cycle, especially this emotional cycle that pulls you into this space, because it's your emotions that are pulling you into these actions. And so you have to look at like, what are these emotional spaces, these emotional connections that it's time for me to move away from in order to be able to move forward and take this step into a much more satisfying, abundant future. And so you have to make that choice about like being really honest with yourself and taking the new choice, the new cup. Or are you still hanging on to, like, as a part of the cycle, are you still hanging on to these really unhealthy and unsupportive people, situations, jobs? Like, because a part of what they are relying on is that you will continue to tell yourself the story, and you will continue to believe that you are not worthy or that you are unwanted. And because of that, you need to earn, like, you need to earn the right to be alive. You don't need to earn the right to be alive. You deserve to live because you are alive. Like, you're born, you deserve to live. That is just how that goes. If circumstances had turned out differently and you did not survive, like, we wouldn't even be having this discussion. But you were born. You deserve to live. You deserve, like, you were meant to be here. And so, like, flipping every narrative that says anything about, like, oh, well, you know, you weren't wanted, or they weren't happy to have you, or, you know, no one was there to take care of you, or all these other things. Like, you have to flip that narrative to say that, like, okay, I understand that, like, that might have been the circumstances that were going on. There might have been relationships and situations where people have expressed, or I have begun to understand that that's what was happening, was that, you know, these people didn't have time for me, or didn't have emotional capacity for me, or weren't able to care for me and love for me the way that I should have been loved and taken care of. But, like, I'm here. And so I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to get what my heart's desires are because I'm here. And I'm going to figure out a way to do that where I can care for myself and I can care for others in a healthy balance, where I can do more than just survive. I can thrive, and where I can figure out how to build structures that are supportive for myself in order to be able to move into a new space, to have this abundance, to be able to tap into this energy. So, okay, so that's your just like overall story, Pisces, that we're getting for how to get you to move into that abundance, to align with abundance in the month of November. Let's get your outcome cards. Sorry, I went on like a whole thing. The Death card, change. Change has to come. Change has to come. These situations that are going on right here that I'm seeing up here are just really not healthy. And they're only unhealthy. This one is moving you into the right direction, but they're only unhealthy because of the fact that it's reinforcing this narrative about your worth, your value, what you deserve, and like your right to be here. You're already here, so you have a right to be here. So your outcome is the Death card. So we have to release, we have to let go, we have to allow this change to come into space. The Hermit card, take some time to yourself, get in touch with that light, get in touch with that sun, who you are, get in touch with your light, Ace of Wands. And then we have a Nine of Pentacles. Like, what I kind of get from this vibe is like, don't rest on your laurels. Like how I was saying here, she's like chilling and everything. Like, don't rest on your laurels when it comes to appreciating what it is that you have. Like, you've worked hard to get here. You worked hard to create these circumstances. And if you're not in this space where it's like, okay, I am living the life I want to live, like, that's what this change and this reflection is coming from, is to say, like, what is that? Like, what does that look like? Especially when it comes to finances. Like, maybe socially or in your family, things look how you want for them to look. Maybe you've done a lot of healing, releasing, letting go, like moving on from that. As far as emotionally, but like, how is that translating to your lived experience financially? And what might need to change to get better into alignment with that? Like, the same emotional journey that you're going on to move into this abundance is the same type of actions and framework and way of viewing things that you need to take into the financial realm. And I know that there are going to be folks who are like, no, take your emotions out of the money and everything like that. If you're letting people take advantage of you in your personal relationships, you're probably letting people take advantage of you in your professional relationships. If you are self-sacrificing in your personal life, you're probably self-sacrificing in your professional life. And the other thing is that we get this devil card in reverse. You may be, in turn, if you're not like doing that, if you're not like reflecting what's going on in your personal life, in your professional life, you may be doing the opposite. You may be living out the devil cards. You may be someone who overgives at home, and then because you don't feel like you're getting the time and attention you need at home, you're over demanding at work. Like, bring that awareness in. That is what this time is for. That's what it's saying, that like as you heal what's going on, I always like to call them kind of like leaks in your budget. Like as you heal your leaks in your personal budget, in your personal life, in your social budget, it's going to reflect and it's going to show you where you're starting to, where like you need to heal your leaks in your professional life. So all this energy carries over, all this energy transfers. This is how, like, this is the tarot cards suggestions for how to tap into your abundance this month, Pisces. So that's it. If you would like a personal reading, go ahead and hit the link inside of the description. And I hope you have a great day. Love you. Bye.